Championship as the champion, Satan's favorite saint, Brandon St. James, goes one-on-one with Effy. But that's your main event. We got to get you warmed up and get the action hot. So, folks, who's ready for some wrestling? Your opening contest for Sprint Awakening Uncensored is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall.
Hello, folks, and welcome once again to the Pittsburgh Classic 880 Wrestling's Thursday night fights. To my right, the professional Paul Michaels. I'm Toddy Tondera. A pleasure to be on your TV screens or your computer screens wherever you are. What a night it's going to be.
Introducing participant number one, fighter Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. This is Robbie, Hollywood.
Starting things off here with triple threat action.
And welcome back to the commentary booth, Toddy Tondera, one of my favorite colleagues to work with. I'll be honest. And how poetic it is for the person who indirectly kind of got you banned from the show for a while here, Robbie Hollywood. We get to see him in action here on TNF.
Yeah, Hollywood Gate, of course, got Austin Carnes and myself relieved of our duties. But since then, William Porter from Hybrid Championship Wrestling and I, well, we've made amends. And a very special 880 Wrestling debut. New Jersey's own Different Boy. Off of GCW, one night only, 2026, where it was the old school versus the new school. Jimmy Lloyd representing the new school. And out comes the workhorse of 880 Wrestling, the shaman of smoke, Blizzy himself. In recent weeks, Talks with Blizzy Blake. One Playboy Elijah Love has been getting into the hair of the Cannabis Casanova. But with this triple threat action to start out Thursday night fights, he seems locked and loaded.
Absolutely. You talk about Elijah Love, and last month, those two splitting a 1-1 series. Still no definitive winner there, but Blizzy Blake here in action on this major Thursday night fights. It's Spring Awakening Uncensored here at the Warehouse. And to see one of the workhorses of 880 Wrestling, Blizzy Blake. You've got arguably a workhorse of hybrid championship wrestling in there in Robbie Hollywood, and it would be incredible just to see those two go one-on-one, but then you add Jimmy Lloyd into the mix. What an opening contest this is.
Yeah, Jimmy Lloyd is the workhorse of the Independents. So this one should be fast and fiery to start off TNF. And you could hear the hometown crowd and who they're favoring this matchup. Double drop kick, Jimmy Lloyd out to the outside. And originally, Paul, this was going to be a one-on-one contest, but you never know exactly who's going to come through the Warehouse doors, and Jimmy Lloyd makes his presence known in Pittsburgh. Into the ropes. Oh, big shoulder tackle over. Oh, caught off at the pass. Tope Suicida through the ropes, and Blizzy Blake is on fire.
Crowd firmly behind Blizzy. Oh, dive to the other side.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy Lloyd has been a workhorse of the Independents for several years through the GCW loop everywhere he goes, and Blizzy Blake doesn't seem intimidated by the skills and the veteranship of one Jimmy Lloyd.
Not at all. Blizzy bringing it to Lloyd here.
Oh, big neck breaker. Oh, cover. Just a 2 count. Now, Jimmy Lloyd is gritty and dirty and wants to make his presence known in Pittsburgh. Going low there is Robbie Hollywood. And a big shotgun drop kick to the back. But wisely, Jimmy Lloyd creates some space between him and Hollywood. Almost like a fireman's carry position. Blizzy Blake getting out of that. Oh, trying for a suplex, but it ends up in a small package. And I don't know, Paul, this one's fast as fireworks.
Yeah, the pace here has been incredible for these three competitors as their sling blade action. Near fall there for Hollywood.
Of course, all eyes on this opening contest here at the Warehouse. On the 22nd, we bring crashing out. We know it's going to be Brandon St. James, hopefully defending that championship against one Zeke Mercer. But as you heard in the opening, the gay myth has returned to 880 Wrestling. Brandon St. James first has to get through Effy this evening.
Yeah, we might need another poster for the crashing out event after tonight. Many of the championships in 880 Wrestling will be defended tonight throughout this amazing evening.
Well, don't start invoicing me for posters now, Paul. I think we finally got on the same page.
Yeah, that one's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, I'll be honest.
Oh, look at the acrobatics. And bringing around town, Robbie Hollywood. Oh, big splash into the corner. Big ganja buster by Blizzy Blake. He's going to climb up to those clouds that he's very familiar with. Oh! Frog splash of the 420 variety, but Jimmy Lloyd is in there to break it up.
And a three-way match like this, it's all about these opportunities and picking your spot. Jimmy Lloyd taking a breather on the outside and now getting involved here.
Oh, electric chair position down. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. You know, Jimmy Lloyd is the type of cat, unorthodox, always got his boots in the car, so if he's always ready for a fight no matter where he goes. It's just very customary for Lloyd. Oh! Got his jaw jack there. Robbie Hollywood the cover. 2, but Blizzy. Tell you what, Robbie Hollywood may be young, he may be hungry, but right there, if he had Blizzy Blake thrown outside of the ring before he went for that pinfall, he may have been a victor in this opening contest.
That's a big part of the strategy. You always want to turn this match into a de facto one-on-one to be able to score a decisive pin or submission over an opponent.
Cover, 2, and that's it.
Here is your winner, Blizzy Blake!
That opening contest, that opening triple threat went by like a bullet train. What a big victory for Blizzy Blake, not only over Robbie Hollywood, but a different boy, Jimmy Lloyd.
Absolutely, another big win here for the Cannabis Casanova here in our opening contest. Just to celebrate a little bit with the crowd here.
Speaking about celebrating, we have some visitors arriving that I don't know that Blizzy Blake has seen yet. Wait a second. Paul, we spoke of this before. The Playboy Elijah Love out here in Centurion Hall.
I spoke with Elijah a couple weeks ago, and it's clear there is unfinished business as far as Elijah's concerned between these two.
Oh, come on now. Oh, Centurion Hall goes low and holding Blizzy Blake. Okay, come on now. I mean, this contest is over. Well, Blizzy Blake has known to start things off like a firework here and taken out by Elijah Love in Centurion Hall. Elijah, we'll see a little later on this evening, tagging up with Marco Narciso, but right now, left lane is one Blizzy Blake.
Again, a message sent to the Cannabis Casanova by the Playboy. Wants to break that 1-1 tie in their series they had back in April. We'll see if this gives Blizzy the fire he needs to maybe accept that informal challenge.
I mean, you said that in a respectable way, but there's nothing informal about what the Playboy Elijah Love and Centurion Hall did to Blizzy Blake. More on that at 11. Let's get back to the ring.
Folks, give it up one more time for your winner of that contest, Blizzy Blake. But the action continues rolling here on Thursday Night Fights. This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
Oh, boy.
Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Mitch the Intern, representing Leaders by Example. You may know him as some guy named John, but tonight he is the guy. The guy who is here to make the community safe, to protect the interests of local landlords everywhere. He would like his opponent to know he does not pay taxes and never intends to start. He is the gentrifier. SCNJ.
Well, shrouded in a welcome here at the warehouse, some guy named John.
And his opponent.
Accompanied by Mitch, which I don't know that John even recognizes that Mitch was in part of Leaders by Example in that tag match last week, but nonetheless.
I've heard rumblings people are calling Mitch a generational prospect after his win last week.
Mickey is running around, playing on a refined ass display. This is how Pro Purposes. This is CPA!
And always a warm welcome here at 880 Wrestling for CPA. He will be joining us on the 22nd for Crashing Out. Now that tax season has slowed down. CPA has the opportunity to shake more hands. And we heard from some guy named John a little bit earlier today on social media talking about CPA and the LBE LLC. Well, we know that they avoid paying taxes. They like to look at themselves as some form of a non-profit, but so do some healthcare organizations in Pittsburgh, too, that are pretty big, if you know what I mean.
Now, are you insinuating that Leaders by Example is not actually a 501c3 nonprofit organization?
Well, be that as is may, LBE, according to Clayton King and some guy named John, are primed to change 880 wrestling, and it starts with taking out CPA tonight on TNF. I think SGNJ instructing referee Jimmy James to check the trousers of one CPA. And yeah, from what I understand from some guy named John, he has waited for this opportunity for quite some time. But yeah, is that a ghost between your arms? Because CPA is right there. Running in that headlock. Still has wrist control brought back in. Oh, bit of an arm wringer, Paul.
Side headlock there applied by CPA. Moving into the wrist lock.
Well, uh-oh. Tie is off. And we are busting out here on Thursday Night Fights. There you go. I think you could appreciate a man with a tie.
Some people just look better with one.
All setting up for that 1099. But Mitch pulling some guy named John out of there, but a double axe handle, just a glancing blow, dizzies John. Firing shots on the outside, and oh, big slap across the chest. You could hear some guy named John groan in agony as CPA takes control. Maybe taking a little bit too much time. Of course, Leaders by Example is ever growing now that GME is under the tutelage of some guy named John and Clayton King. You can clap along too, Paul.
I don't know, it feels biased.
And with a full head of steam, wait a second. He's gone. John is gone. Look out behind you. Oh, big slap across the chest. All circles presuppose. Time to crunch some numbers, sliding through. Oh, breaking that grip, missing with the elbow drop. Is that a bit of a roof raiser? Slipping off the back into the top turnbuckle, head of steam with John, elbow back. Now climbing up to that second rope, which must feel like a skyscraper to CPA, but referee Jimmy James was unable to see some guy named John kicking that rope. Oh! Cover, just a 2 count. But eliminating an individual like CPA, allows leaders by example, specifically John, to maybe fall more under the radar as far as paying his taxes, keeping his debts paid.
Now, you've made it clear that it's not you. Who is CPA who I reach out to if I'm dissatisfied with the amount of my return this year?
I think you got to reach out to one MV Young on that return. He's a bit of a number cruncher himself.
I'll just leave it as is, thanks.
The warehouse behind CPA, fighting out from underneath. Oh, clubbing blow. What are we doing here? Oh! Nothing in the pool, hung out to dry on that second rope. This allows CPA to collect himself.
CPA may be thinking $10.99 here.
Oh, you know what? Oh! Didn't expect that from John. 2 and just a 2 count. You know, that was a wise decision by SGNJ. I hate to give him some credit.
John had it well scouted there.
Scoop slam. And I think some guy named John, not only in that tag team of leaders by example with Clayton King, he also wants to establish himself as a singles champion again here. We've seen a bloody brawl between him and Casey Warr over that hardcore championship. We took a little detour with what we had going on last week, but it's pretty clear here that slipping out of the way is CPA. That might give him a little bit time to recover. Carries his wits about him. And big back body drop. Both individuals are down.
Starting to feel like we're in the late stages of this one. Definitely fatigue setting into both competitors, transitioning into more of a battle of wills here, you could say.
Well, I think you could talk to CPA about working out a will. I think that is something you could talk to CPA about. Oh!
Porter?
Warming up with it. And CPA once again filing that $10.99.
Got all of it this time.
Get that extra weight off of him so he could climb to that second rope. Oh, big shotgun drop kick. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
How many ties do you think CPA owns?
Oh, just the one, I'm sure. Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's already had multiple in this match. Is it just the one?
You might be seeing things. Yeah.
Huh.
CPA setting up to crunch some guy named John's number. Oh, come on now. The well-dressed boy, Mitch, is on the apron. Oh, ready to crunch his numbers. Oh, he's choking him. Come on now. What's a cover behind the referee's back? 2, and that does it. What a win for John. My goodness.
And the winner, some guy named John.
And another W in the win column for leaders by example. A little bit earlier this evening, before Thursday Night Fights got underway, Clayton King with the singles victory. And now SGNJ walks out of here with a big victory.
and the IRS need not come calling, because leaders by example is totally on the up and up.
Oh, come on now. And what a big night this is on Thursday Night Fights, folks. So for John to get a big victory in front of our friends traveling from all over to be here this evening, he's got to feel good about himself. I mean, let's not forget Leaders by Example does have a win over Effy as well, but CPA is going to chase him out of here.
Well, the action can really go anywhere here on 880 Wrestling, that's for a fact. This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
Oh, be that as it may, Thursday Night Fights is going to march on. And this next contest is one-on-one, two of the biggest powerhouses of the Northeast. Liberty L, who has an aura, a skyscraper tall.
Doesn't want the fans to cheer for him.
For those folks who may not know, you should. The Buffalo Beast makes his debut at 880 Wrestling. He's been in there recently with TNA's own Agent Zero, Bill Collier. He's also been in there lately with our friends from Labor Love, Big Calix, Shay McCoy. Not too long ago, went one-on-one with Isaiah Broner as a part of the Hybrid Championship Wrestling and 880 Wrestling collaboration. William Porter has brought the Buffalo Beast to Thursday Night Fights. And this one I had circled on my runner. I don't know, Paul. Two big powerhouses going one-on-one.
Not common to see Liberty L with an opponent that effectively towers over her. But definitely a height advantage here to Isaiah Prince.
Yeah, taking her time. You know, you're on the villainous's time. And that's the thing about Liberty L. She kind of makes her own rules that everyone else has to follow. And how could you not listening with that intimidating, not only stature of Liberty L, but she's got such a vicious side. You don't earn that moniker, the villainous, if you're all smiles.
How did you get on her bad side, by the way? I thought she's going to beat you up like multiple times.
Oh, yeah, she almost tore my shirt off. Remember that?
I do.
But over to my right, the professional Paul Michaels. I'm Toddy Tondera. And, Paul, you are completely correct when you say that it's not every day that you see somebody tower over one Liberty L. Now, bridging out, slipping through.
Tremendous flexibility there by the villainess.
This is like a monster on monster respect type deal. I don't know. I mean, Isaiah Prince may have been born at night, but not last night. But this being a brand new territory for Isaiah Prince.
You got to leave a good impression. You got to shake the hands. You got to do all the right things.
I don't know that these two are known for doing all the right things, all respect.
That's fair. We really have seen a different side of Liberty L in recent months since losing the TNF championship and then falling short in her quest to become the 880 champion. Definitely awoke something inside of her, and plenty of people have just been in the way. She's taken out different members of the roster. Tony Leo's got it a couple times. You almost got it.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, we kind of throw Tony Leo in there to the Wolves. Oh, big slap across the chest. I mean, Isaiah Prince is known for being heavy-handed, those big lariats. Also likes to finish his opponents with that Emerald Flosion. But now he's kind of taking his time with Liberty L. You don't often see Liberty L waiting to catch her breath. Oh! Well, commentator's curse. Down to the canvas. But basking in the aura of the booze from the warehouse cover here. Just a 1 count. Not surprised. Can't underestimate one Isaiah Prince.
A bit of a lackadaisical cover there from Liberty. Not putting much pressure on the shoulders nor hooking the leg.
I think she understands that this is her territory. You know, she's not only out to defeat one Isaiah Prince, but she's out to embarrass him. But I'll tell you what, these cheap shots and this nitpicking, oh, goodness.
How can you look at Isaiah Prince and say, I'm going to embarrass this guy?
Well, I think point taken by Isaiah Prince here, the Buffalo Beast. Oh, against the ropes. It's almost like a dog pile here. Slipping out of the ring. It's going to come out in front of us here. But to your point, Paul, Isaiah Prince isn't going to back down from Liberty L as she defends her yard, as she defends her territory. Oh, right in front of the Tupac family. Hey, don't come over here. I don't need another shirt ripped off of me. Oh, chops. Oh. Whew. Oh. Man, I mean, two beasts like this, I think these chops only motivate one another. Oh.
And so much of Liberty L's success here in 880 Wrestling has been predicated on having a size and a power advantage over so many of her opponents, so many members of the roster. But here tonight, this is a tall order because this is someone who is evenly matched, or she may be outmatched in certain aspects here by Prince.
Well, I think Liberty L is the type of individual, mounting Isaiah Prince here. For months and months, we heard Liberty L say that she has been left unsatisfied with the 880 Wrestling roster. I mean, I think she welcomes the challenge from the Buffalo Beast. She wants in there against the toughest brutes that independent wrestling has, and that's what she's got tonight.
Well, she didn't have the opportunity to lock in the Iron Maiden on that exchange. I think Prince had it well scouted there and was able to escape, and now Prince taking control and has Liberty kind of reeling on the ropes here. Oh. Brutal strikes out here on the apron.
I mean, as we said, I mean, she welcomes this type of punishment. She welcomes to somebody to step up and go eye to eye with her. And I'll tell you what, Isaiah Prince is definitely showing up and showing out this evening. Heavy-handed returns. Oh, spinning back fist. Didn't knock him off his moorings at all. Trying for that double arm DDT, blocked. Oh! Uranagi on the knee. 2. Oh, that one was almost it there, Paul.
Close call here for Isaiah Prince. Again, you named a laundry list earlier of just incredible professional wrestlers that Isaiah Prince has brushed shoulders with just in recent months.
Well, I think if Isaiah Prince wants to be a monster here in Pittsburgh, he's got to beat our monster, rolling Death Valley driver. Big senton. Cover. 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
The near fall, you can see the frustration in the face of the Villainous. Again, some of these moves have put away other opponents in her 880 career.
And it's finally a piece of meat that she could sink her teeth into. Uh-oh, fireman's carry position. I think looking for that Emerald Flosion. And a cover. 2 and no! Now, Paul, what a moment this would be for Isaiah Prince to win his debut here at 880.
You can see staying on her, continuing to bring the offense to her.
Oh, almost a collision there at home plate. What? Wait a second. Oh, wait! Low blow! Low blow! And these two powerhouses, is this going to end like this? 3 count!
Here is your winner, Liberty.
Paul, what I think we saw here, we had 2 big brutes try to outpower one another, but what Isaiah Prince didn't plan for is for Liberty to out-scheme him. Big win for Liberty. Body after body beginning to collect for Liberty L and Tony Leo. Has to deal with Liberty again. What is next for the Villainous at 880 Wrestling? Man, what a night it's been.
That exchange honestly went way better for Tony than some of the ones while you were gone. By hook or by crook, the Villainous is victorious here at Spring Awakening Uncensored.
Folks, you enjoying yourself so far tonight? You can hear it. You've been a fantastic audience. And we're about to go underway with our first of 4 championship matchups, and not just that, a double championship match. But before we do that, I would like to introduce our special ring announcer for this next contest. You might know him across the independent wrestling scene as a ring announcer extraordinaire, most notably for Game Changer Wrestling. Give it up for the one and only Emil J.
What an honor to have Emil J at 880 Wrestling.
Hey, yo, what's up, Pittsburgh? I was on my way to the Midwest for this weekend, and I decided I'd make a pit stop here in Pittsburgh. It's my first time seeing wrestling here in Pittsburgh in 20 years. And let me tell you, I'm having a great time. And I'm about to have an even greater time at our next contest, a singles bout set for one fall. It is a double championship match.
It has been almost 3 years since these two have went one-on-one in an 880 wrestling ring. Tonight on Thursday Night Fights, Juni Underwood, the prodigal son, returns.
Toddy, Juni Underwood has been such a staple of 880 wrestling, especially back in the New Kensington years at Dottie Block, and has returned now to further elevate the 880 Wrestling brand and to mix it up with one of his biggest rivals from back in that era.
Yeah, those folks who remember the early days on Dottie Block of 880 Wrestling, Juni Underwood was such a staple and a building pillar for what we are today. Welcome back, Juni Underwood. Paul, this place is about to become unglued. In one hand, the Hybrid Championship Wrestling title. In the other, the Fest Wrestling Championship title. Collecting championships in the city of Pittsburgh is the King of Pittsburgh, Envy Young. And let's give it to MLJ for the championship introductions.
When the bell rings, the official in charge of the contest, Scotty Dickinson. Introducing first in the corner to my left, he is the challenger, fighting out of wherever he woke up, by way of Half Hell, North Carolina, with an official weight of, he doesn't really know. He is the International Man of Mischief. This is Juni Underwood. And introducing his opponent to my right, he is Pittsburgh made. He is Pittsburgh paid. And he is internationally weighed. And tonight, he is the current reigning and defending hybrid heavyweight champion and Fest Wrestling champion. He is the King of Pittsburgh. This is Envy Young!
I got chills. Now these two individuals that are going one-on-one on Thursday Night Fights have a lot to do with my upbringing in independent wrestling. Juni Underwood first came to us as a lost boy and now returns to us as a well-traveled independent wrestler and GCW superstar. But take nothing away from the King of Pittsburgh. Juni Underwood wouldn't be where he is today if it wasn't for MV. These two have went one-on-one 5 times, Paul. Once upon a time, these two knew each other like the back of their hand. But is that the case in 2026? So much has changed in 2.5 years. Envy Young has collected more championships. Juni Underwood has made a lot of friends in a lot of towns in independent professional wrestling. And that all comes head-to-head once again, like it always does with these two.
Yeah, neither of them are the same man from any of their previous 5 encounters. So we will see, what the growth over the years has been for both of them in this contest. I cannot wait. Big fight feel in the warehouse tonight.
In the early days of 880 wrestling, Envy Young was teaching his first class of students, and they were cutting their teeth. They were grinding with their coach. Somebody that helped them come a long way is one Juni Underwood. He found 880 wrestling, and he grew up essentially surrounded by the 880 roster. And I think there's more than one lesson that Envy Young taught a young Juni Underwood. And with those lessons learned, could he turn it against the King of Pittsburgh tonight? Of course, Juni Underwood not too long ago went one-on-one with Mikey Montgomery in this very building for the Enjoy Wrestling Championship, a championship that Envy Young has held. Now, Paul, if you are Juni Underwood in a big matchup like this on Thursday Night Fights, what do you think is going through his head right now?
Again, I think in the early going here, it's just a bit of a feeling out process of the opponent. Again, someone that you're very familiar with, certainly well scouted on both sides, but I think, again, just trying to get the jump on Envy here. He kind of did it in the very early going with an early pinfall attempt. I think this is kind of the blueprint to beat MV here that we're seeing from Underwood.
Oh, Envy Young says you can't trick a trickster. Yeah, now he remembers. He's got flashbacks from over 2 years ago. I want to get in a chop contest with the KOP. Oh! That'll wake you up. That'll sober you up, no?
Yeah, to clarify, this is not the strategy.
Sure. Uh-oh. Taking that wrist tape off. Oh! Retaliatory blow. Fastball down the middle from the ace of 880. Oh, from his knees. Oh. Yeah, once upon a time, Juni Underwood was known as the Pyro Prince, the fire starter. But could that fire be put out tonight? Holding on to the ropes. A low bridge up and over. MV holding on to that top rope precariously. Oh, big knee. Almost like a pyrotechny. Down in front. Underwood's going to fly, but he's caught. Oh, my goodness. A slap across the face through the chairs here. Hit the deck.
And that one might have changed the complexion here.
Well, to your point, Paul, I think Juni Underwood forgot what house he is in.
Yeah, Juni hits that dive. This is a completely different matchup, but MV had it well scouted and caught him, and now it's Juni who's on the ropes.
What does MV have in mind? Oh, my goodness, a car crash! Referee Lefty Davidson, you might want to check on the KOP.
Nothing but chairs for the King of Pittsburgh, and just like that, big impact into the post
Tell you what, Paul, do you think the King of Pittsburgh's cockiness, his confidence, maybe it overdid it a little bit? He was trying to end Juni Underwood early, and it ended up he went precariously into those chairs and a twist of the neck by Underwood.
Well, much has been said as to what Juni Underwood has meant to 880 Wrestling, but make no mistake, Juni Underwood is not here as a strictly goodwill gesture. Juni Underwood is here to leave with 2 championships.
Oh, big double stomp. Of course, Juni Underwood was a part of GCW's One Night Only, the old school versus the new school. On his side was Ryan O'Neal, Teriyaki, and Jimmy Lloyd versus B-Boy, who we've seen here at 880 Wrestling, Greg Excellent, Nate Webb, and Ruckus. So the tear that Underwood has been on has been nothing but astonishing, his rise. But this old foe of Underwood's will not back down. Oh, DDT. It's a cover. Just a 1.5, almost 2 count. And this is the way that it's always been with these two. They level each other up every time they're in the ring together. They bring something out of one another that not many superstars could bring out. Drop kick. 2 count.
We see it in all kinds of different athletic competition, not just professional wrestling. Sometimes there's always just that one opponent that you circle on the calendar and say, this is the one where I step up. This is my Super Bowl, effectively. And I seem to be seeing it here between these two.
And let's not forget, we still got a big main event. Brandon St. James defends the 880 Wrestling Championship against the freest agent, Effy. So stay tuned. Oh. Gaining control again. Oh, like a bag of ice hitting the ground is Underwood. Big senton. But I'll tell you what, Juni Underwood was all the oxygen expelled from his lungs, but MV Young in the corner can't immediately capitalize because of the damage that he has taken.
No, but I think he's still grateful for a moment to take a breather here and recollect himself. Juni has been on him for several minutes.
Oh, up and around, roll through. Oh, shotgun drop kick to the corner. Plugged in for a sit-at power bomb. 2, oh, just a 2 count. Boy, oh boy, I love seeing these two fight, Paul.
Maybe feel this one starting to flip a little bit. That little bit of a breather that MV Young was able to take there. Showing signs of life getting back into this one. But again, can't really capitalize on the near fall here. Slow to his feet, though he is the first to his feet.
Yeah, double gold on the line. I think he was trying for that. I think he was trying to get up for that Pittsburgh plunge. But Juni, counter, small package, 2 count. Scorpion kick. A little half and half, dropping him on his dome. Oh! And a kiss goodnight for MV, and that is no! We were so close of having a new double champion in Pittsburgh tonight. I think Juni now calculating his strategy, slowing the pace down. Looking for that pyrotechny. Block, oh, big kick. See how far he reached his boot up there, Paul.
Great flexibility there, though. MV now fighting his way off. Shoots him into the ropes.
And around we go. Big chop. Oh, had him by the hair. Almost like a gut wrench, slipping out of it, losing their footing. Fireman's carry, rolling DVD.
Is this it?
1, 2, and Ooh! Just a 2.
MV Young has to find another gear if he wants to retain these championships. He can feel them slipping away as Juni Underwood is heading to the top rope.
Oh, maybe that's your answer, Paul. The KOP up to that second rope. Reminders of Dottie Block all around. These two have shed blood together. Oh, Pittsburgh plunge. 2 and 3. Wow, what a match.
The winner of the match, and still hybrid heavyweight champion and best wrestling champion, Effy.
Well, tonight in the city of Pittsburgh, the double champion continues his tear. MV Young victorious over that trickster, Juni Underwood.
And this is precisely what sets MV Young apart from so many other professional wrestlers in the Pittsburgh area and beyond, the ability to find that gear in the clutch and do what was necessary to walk away still the champion. Great show of respect there. What a matchup.
And the respect between these two is evident as Juni Underwood is requesting a mic.
God, I miss 880. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I would not be Juni Underwood without MV Young, without 880. This place, you'll see so much wrestling every week. But for some reason, tonight, I came out that curtain and you remembered just who I am. I'm not done yet. I'm almost done. Don't worry, I won't take all night. But I love this place, the countless rivalries. In 3 years, it was 3 years ago, I had my 50th match. Not exactly right here, but it was at 885th Avenue. Dottie Block. It was me and Carter J. Collins. Fact check me versus MV Young and Brandon St. James. And now, in 3 years, tonight is match 450. I really wanted to grab this mic outside of telling you beautiful people thank you. To put over that I am the hardest working, most booked professional wrestler on the East Coast, possibly the world. And that is all thanks to you, 880 Wrestling. Thank you, and have a great rest of your night.
Honored to call that with you, Paul. Our history goes deep, and our history is with Juni Underwood. What a match, what a night. Thank you all for watching from home as well.
Folks, give it up one more time for Juni Underwood and MV Young. What a phenomenal contest that was. As we continue on with the action here at Spring Awakening Uncensored, we're going to turn the dial up just a little bit more because this next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. And it's for the 880 Wrestling Hardcore Championship.
representing Hybrid Championship Wrestling. And as we know with Hybrid Championship Wrestling, this is William Porter's prize possession. Now, these two individuals that will meet one-on-one are straight off the Crazy 8 Invitational put on by Canadian Deathmatch. These two know each other very, very well.
And his opponent,
and here comes the leader of the LFG Mafia. Talk about Wade Allen's accolades and Hybrid Championship Wrestling. Well, Casey Warr also holds gold at Hybrid. Him and his brother Brandon St. James are the reigning Hybrid Tag Team Champions. Have a brewski on the house for us. What a night at the warehouse, Paul.
And certainly these two competitors are birds of a feather in terms of how far they are willing to go with violence, how far they are willing to go to either retain or capture championship gold. And this one will not be for the faint of heart.
Yeah, they may be birds of a feather, but they certainly aren't flocking together. Now Wade Allen has met Casey Warr's coach, MV Young, one-on-one. And very familiar with the 880 wrestling audience, Wade Allen is becoming. They call him the Wanderer, Ontario's designated hitter. And staring each other dead in the eyes are these two killers. You could feel the energy. You could feel the tension between these two. Warr with his coveted hockey stick. Wade Allen with a gusset plate as these two circle. Oh, there's not going to be anything pretty about this contest, Paul. It's going to be a brawl.
Slugging it out here in the early going.
Oh, big headbutt. Yeah, I believe that these two, they want to defend their respected companies as being the major, gigantic pillar of Hybrid Championship Wrestling as Wade Allen is. That's how we look at Casey Warr, one of the locker room leaders here. Machine gun chops in the corner. Almost absorbing those blows is the Wanderer. Oof. The opposing corner, big headbutt. There's a big slap across the chest. Oh, big elbow. Snapmare takeover by Warr. like his coach, MV Young, with a big senton. And Wade Allen is creating some space between himself and the hardcore champion.
Let's see, Wade Allen, I'm sure, is more than aware that he's actually out in KC Warr's wheelhouse here. This is probably not good for Wade Allen if KC elects to follow Wade out there.
Well, I think he heard you.
That's one way to do it, too.
Now, no pun intended, but Casey has had more than one war with these folks from Canada, grabbing his chest. Thank you, Floyd's, for the sponsorship. Oh, super kick.
Yeah, the last time we saw Casey in action with a hybrid championship wrestling competitor, he was avenging a loss up north to Matt Cash here at the Pittsburgh versus Canada event. Stiff chair shot to the back.
Yeah, almost paralyzing Casey in place. You know, Matt Cash is known up there as one of the most influential deathmatch wrestlers, one of the most influential wrestlers in general. In avenging 880 Wrestling did Casey. Now Wade Allen has come to pick up the scraps for Matt Cash.
Casey, knowing there's no avoiding that chair shot, was able to just get his hands up at the last possible second to try to minimize some of the impact to the head.
Kick to the gut. Oh, big knee strike. Oh, goodness. Where's Wade going? Looking under the ring. I mean, down here in Pittsburgh, we don't really have Billy the Deathmatch janitor, but we do have several other janitors.
Breaking out KC's kill box.
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory what could or could not be in there. Oh, boy. Oh, super kick from the basement. The kill box has been opened.
There's nothing good in there.
Oh, it looks like that it is falls count anywhere. And out of Casey's kill box is this gusset plate hockey puck. And a shot from the point driven into his skull. Don't look at me. I don't want to talk about what happened to our hockey team.
I suddenly don't want to be anywhere near this match or anything in that box.
Come on, Casey!
Oh, goodness. The blood just pouring down the forehead of Casey Warr. I mean, you never use a man's kill box against him, and that's exactly what's happening. And through the blood, through the passion, Casey Warr somehow up to his feet. Big knee strike. My goodness, with that, hockey stick. Oh, grinding into the forehead of Wade Allen. Oh, this looks like a slaughterhouse film.
Now introducing a fork into the action here.
Hey, Paul, guess who's coming to dinner? Oh! We have a mutilation at the warehouse this evening. Oh. Now, at this point, it is so hard to tell whose blood is whose, but we've got a river flowing over Casey's forehead.
And certainly in the hardcore deathmatch circuit, there are plenty of individuals where basically, the sight of their own blood kicks them into another gear, and we were seeing that for a bit with KC. But what a chair shot to the back.
Treating Pittsburgh like he's in a home run derby, swinging for the fences, the designated hitter of Ontario. Oh! There's a good rebuttal. Two could play at that game, says the Muay Thai maniac. Oh, clubbing blow. Uh-oh. No! Oh, God! But as this contest continues, the loss of blood from Warr. Also, the sight of Casey Warr has to be impaired with that crimson mask overflowing. Where's he going? Oh, we're going to the door of the warehouse so all of Allentown can see what Thursday Night Fights is all about. Oh. Big clubbing blow.
Into the post for good measure, but I have a feeling I know where KC is heading and what he's thinking.
Well, that makes one of us. Well, pull up a chair. Welcome to the bar. TR in the back. Looking at this brawl. Oh, forearm shivers exchanged right in our doorway. Wind up in a pitch. Oh! Smacked him right in the nose.
Allen temporarily had the better of it, but not anymore.
My goodness. Sorry, Mrs. Warr. The antithesis of hardcore wrestling is that of Casey Warr, is that of Wade Allen. There's more than one reason that Casey Warr is called the Muay Thai maniac, the black and red dynamite. He could explode at any moment. Wade Allen's got to stay on top of him. If I was Wade, I wouldn't give Casey too much time over there to collect himself. I understand there's just blood pouring out of his body. Oh, chair to the back. You want to talk about hybrid championship wrestling. The hybrid of many wrestling styles, including, this borderline death match tonight. Oh, my goodness. Shades of Yokozuna. 2 count. What do you think of Wade Allen and what he's been doing here at 880 Wrestling?
It's incredible. Just the epitome of violence, being willing to do what needs to be done to win a matchup. This is the first time I've seen Wade Allen here in 880 in a hardcore deathmatch type environment, and just seeing all of these diabolical thoughts running through his head. What do we have here?
It looks like that we got out of Casey's own kill box. Wade Allen brought out the skewers. Put another shrimp on the Barbie. Casey Warr. Oh, porcupine.
Is this a bad time to mention that I'm squeamish?
Is that why you've been looking away? Oh, super kick. This one's for the ages tonight. Oh. I mean, the yang of that yin, if you incapacitate Wade Allen, I mean, he's a whole lot of boy to maneuver around if he's a ragdoll.
Action moving back into the ring here.
Uh-oh. Oh, a one-stop trip to the piercing pagoda. Oh, man. Stabbing through flesh is our hardcore champion.
Wade Allen now kicks to the back of the champion. Taking control back in this contest. An 880 Hardcore Championship on the line.
Oh, shades of Dusty Rhodes there. Big elbow. Is Casey out?
Bionic elbow action. Now the elbow drop.
Do we have a new hardcore champion here? 2 count. Oh. Yeah, you can't quite put down the Muay Thai Maniac, can you? The warehouse behind Casey Warr. Again, Wade Allen taking a lot of time. Is that wise? Oh! Big splashdown cannonball by the Wanderer.
He can take all the time he needs if he's going to keep hitting moves like that.
Well, the United States has a hardcore champion in the Pittsburgh vicinity. That's Casey Warr. Let's not forget blood and iron means the same thing up in Canada. Oh, 2 mammoths going at it.
This might be the opening KC needs.
I think you're right, Paul.
But at what point does the blood loss, the impaired vision, where does it all come into play?
Oh, double knees, Meteora. And so much has been taken out of Warr, he can't quickly make that cover. Seizing in pain as the blood continues to pour out.
Crowd trying to will the hardcore champion to victory here, but again, just the punishment he has absorbed throughout this contest starting to compound.
Oh, discus, forearm. Oh, that doesn't phase Wade. Knee to the gut, spinning back elbow. Kick to the dome. Down to 1 knee. Takes a lot to get that hoss down. Oh, misdirection. Oh, big lariat. Hook 'em horns in the cover. 2. Oh, 2 count. I mean, I thought that was going to be it here.
Look of bewilderment on the face of Casey Warr. I think KC thought the same thing.
I think we're going into OT in this 880 Wrestling Hardcore Championship match. I think he's looking for a brewski. Of course, this audience has drank them all up, huh? Oh, there we go. It's my style. Oh, look at that. The more the merrier for Casey Warr. Oh! Spin him and around town. Uh-oh. Oh! 2 and no! 2 count. This one's going to continue.
Took his eye off the puck for a moment there and almost cost him. But able to preserve that title reign by getting the shoulder up. But what does it do? What kind of momentum shift might we have here with Allen taking control back?
Oh. And at this point in this competition, everybody is exerting the last of their energy. Big, bad, bloody daddies, one-on-one. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't think we reinforced this ring. Oh! Play stupid games. You know how that saying goes. Taking too much time is Wade Allen. And the hardcore champion is going to trace Wade Allen's steps up to the second rope. What does Casey have in mind here? What in the world?
Thinking something sadistic here.
Well, jockeying for position. Oh. Uh-oh. Can he do it? Oh, my goodness! That chair is absolutely pancake flat.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
And the leader of the LFG Mafia pulling down that knee pad. Oh! The Psycho knee! Cover 2, and this one's over.
Here is your winner, and still 880 Wrestling Hardcore Champion, KC Warr!
From 880 Wrestling to Canadian Deathmatch to Hybrid Championship Wrestling, the Muay Thai Maniac continues his roll through the competition. What a match, Paul.
What a match. And Wade Allen defiant till the very end, right before that knee with the double bird gesture. You know, these two do not like each other, but it's hard to avoid a mutual respect when you fight together and bleed together like that. What do we have here?
Show respect and offering of a PBR pounder. Thank you so much for coming, Wade Allen. Thank you so much, a Hybrid Championship Wrestling, for this collaboration. And we still have 2 more title matches yet to come.
What a great showing there by Wade Allen, one of the superstars of Hybrid Championship Wrestling. But on this night, in this building, in this city, KC Warr comes out on top.
Gonna take a moment to gather our senses as we've got to clean up the place for what those 2 boys did.
Folks, give it up for both Wade Allen and your hardcore champion, KC Warr, for quite the violent affair. In fact, we're going to get that cleaned up. We're going to do some shout-outs right now as that happens. I also want to remind folks of some upcoming events that you can go check out. Friday, May 22nd, we have Crashing Out right here at the warehouse. And also, if you are here in the warehouse right now, you get a very special discount over in the concession stand on tickets. Our Thursday night fight discount, $10. You can purchase tickets right now over at the concession stand. Friday, May 22nd for Crashing Out. Everyone else at home, be sure to get your tickets at Ticket Leap. And follow us on social media at 880 Wrestling for the links. We also have an event on June 14th that we will be holding to raise money for the great Jack Pollock and his hip surgery. You can already donate right now. Visit our social media. There's a QR code on the poster. But we want you there for that show on June 14th. I also want to announce anyone who wants to see our 880 Wrestling stars over at Rutgers Pub. Ruggapalooza 2 Judgment Day will be on Saturday, June 27th, featuring the stars of 880 Wrestling and also Labor of Love. So be sure to go over to Rutgers on June 27th. I want to give some thank yous to the crew here at 880 Wrestling that make this show so special and so important to the production here every single week for Thursday Night Fights. First of all, I want to shout out the folks over at Sidekick Media Services. Shout out to Missy and our amazing camera crew who do fantastic work streaming us on IndyWrestling.live and on YouTube. I also want to shout out over on sound. We've got Lane, the emotional support twink, busting out music all night long and doing a fantastic job as always. Our lighting crew, give it up for Zane, give it up for Aaron, the entire Woods family for the work that they do. I also want to shout out our commentary team for this evening. As always, give it up for the one and only professional Paul Michaels. And it's been a month since he's been on commentary here at 880 Wrestling, and we are so glad to have him back. We couldn't do it without the voice of 880. Give it up for Toddy Tondera!
Thank you. I saw that guy at a rock show this
I
week.
also want to shout out our referees for this evening, Jimmy James, Tony Leo, and Scotty Davidson, who've done a fantastic job calling the action. I also want to shout out our special ring announcer earlier tonight, MLJ, for doing a fantastic job. And last but not least, my name is Eamon Payton. Thank you all so much for allowing me to host. And also thank you guys, because you've been an amazing crowd. Also our sponsors, Espada Contracting and Landscaping, Arnold Glass and Vape, Three Floyd's Brewing, and if you want to be a sponsor, send us an email at 880wrestling@gmail.com. We got two more big matches to come. Who's ready for them?
Well, from the professional Paul Michaels, have to step aside.
Is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Because one of the number one contenders for the 880 Tag Team Championships are right here.
Championships.
Welcome to the commentary position.
Thank you, Toddy.
Representing
awesome.
Department of Jocks, Dev Swayze, looking out over the competition.
Oh yeah, what's up, 880? First time on commentary tonight. We're gonna see how it goes. We got the champion in action tonight with Marco and Elijah Love against Psychedelic Dreams, who we're wrestling next Friday. Granted that they win tonight.
And as you said, Big Dev, the TNF champion, returns to 880 Wrestling, now accompanied by someone that almost matches the main character energy. We're talking about the Playboy, Elijah Love, both of these two with that evil gaze.
Absolutely. A lot of similarities between the two. Both very, very talented. And Elijah a little newer than Marco, but at the same time, both are really, really talented. I think it's going to be a really interesting pairing tonight.
And their opponents.
You know these two quite well, Dev.
Sure do.
And Big Dev, I got you put you on the spot. You're out here scouting the talent because, of course, Department of Jocks have the winner of this matchup at May 22nd crashing out. How do you feel about the reception that Psychedelic Dreams gets every time they come out here?
Yeah, you see, I'm very conflicted tonight because, in a way, I want Psychedelic Dreams to lose whatever match they're in because we've been tied together from the start. But at the same time, I want them to win tonight because I want no excuses next Friday. I want to beat Psychedelic Dreams for those tag titles. And if they win tonight, that's going to happen next Friday, as it says on the poster. But, yeah, I really want Dreams to win this match despite having some, history with Marco and Elijah. I want them to win. I want no excuses next Friday.
The Psychedelic Prince starting things off with the Playboy. I'll tell you what, Elijah Love, despite his attitude, has been showing up and showing out. And, we saw what Psychedelic Dreams may think of Department of Jocks, but there's something a little different between Elijah Love and Blizzy Blake. That story is continuing to tell itself. The confidence behind Centurion Hall and the Playboy Elijah Love, they're setting their sights on one Blizzy Blake.
Yeah, tons of confidence from Elijah Love.
Oh, big slap across the chest. Now, both Marco Narciso and Elijah Love have had a lot of different partners here at 880 Wrestling in one way or another, but these two together, I don't know, they're quite devilish.
Including myself. I've teamed with Elijah Love a few times, and they do the pump kick, I do the pump kick. We have a lot in common as well. I love teaming with Elijah Love, or I have in the past. I don't know about it anymore. Right now it's DOJ on top.
DOJ has certainly turned a leaf in the past couple of months.
What a shotgun dropkick.
Yeah, and I got to say, Psychedelic Dreams, Department of Jocks, you five, I should say, have been at each other's throats. And when I see you folks in the ring together, you help each other level up in a way that I haven't seen since the early days of 880 Wrestling.
We absolutely do. It all goes back to New Kent, too.
Yeah.
I think me and the DOJ was one of Sammy Suntimer's first matches in 880. Along with myself, we debuted, I think, within a month of each other. So we've been tied together from the start. Started training around the same time. And since then, they've kind of had our number. When the lights have gotten brightest, they've been on top, unfortunately. Next Friday, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, from what I understand, this will be the last opportunity the Department of Jocks get against those 880 Tag Team Championships. But if Psychedelic Dreams isn't so careful tonight, there might be a new tag team at 880 Wrestling. Oh, my goodness, like silk. 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
I hate how good that looked. Oh.
Hurricane Rana to the corner. Another similarity I've seen between Psychedelic Dreams and Department of Jocks, all of you folks have such poise for being young guns in the independent wrestling circuit here. The confidence, you can tell.
Absolutely. We've never been more confident as a group. We're on a big win streak right now, and we're going to keep going with it.
How about the man with the motion, the muscle, Mickey Morris? Since joining Department of Jocks, I feel like you folks are on another level.
That's my dog, Mickey Morris. Shout out, Mickey. He is officially a member of DOJ, no longer a pledge. I believe next week we're going to have a little ceremony to indoctrinate Mickey. You might want to tune in for that next Thursday.
That's a little breaking news.
Yeah.
But the folks here at the warehouse are certainly behind Sammy Suntimer and Aleo Dreams. Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
I think Sammy Suntimer's thinking the same thing.
Oh, had that super kick scouted.
Yeah, Elijah Love wants a kiss and make up it in another way with a big boot to the face super kick. And how about them apples? If Elijah and Marco are able to become the new 880 Tag Team Champions, our TNF champion will be double goated with titles.
And to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind wrestling them next Friday. Oh.
Grabbing Sammy by his hair.
All right.
Well, these two are devious. These two are devilish.
Yeah, the confidence is oozing off both of them as they wrestle right now.
We've seen Narciso's history with Blizzy Blake, and I think that's what united Elijah Love and Marco Narciso. They're united by hate.
They say that's the best uniter. Hate.
Spite, hate. And Centurion Hall doesn't, help matters either. Always has that hairspray.
Yeah, you ever take a face full of hairspray?
I haven't. To myself, yes. I've hairsprayed myself and not another individual. Oh, a Plex is just perfect there. Kick out at 2.
Marco getting a little frustrated.
Once beloved by the 880 audience was Marco Narciso.
Yeah, this crowd's trying to get behind Sammy.
Of course, Marco Narciso recently went one-on-one with Liberty L at Enjoy Wrestling's Taco Mania. Oh! Almost like a black hole slam onto the knee.
Yeah,
you could hear Sammy in pain. And I'll tell you what, Dev, no matter who wins this competition, you can't think that either of these teams is going to come in 100% for May 22nd.
No, and that actually benefits us, which would be nice, but at the same time, I want Psychedelic Dreams or Marco and Elijah at 100%. I want 0 excuses next Friday. I want to go in there, and I want me and Jim to just take those titles.
Jim Fridge, I'm sure, watching from home, a beloved figure at 880 Wrestling is Jim Fridge.
Oh, easily the most charismatic, energetic guy we have in this whole roster.
I say with Jim Fridge all the time, you don't even need to know he's in the room. You could feel his presence. But right now, the presence of Elijah Love is being felt. Big double stomp.
They call it Unlimited Aura.
Unlimited Aura.
Unlimited Aura.
I've learned something.
Jim is a big Aura maxer.
Is he a frame mogger?
That too.
I feel like I swore when I said that.
Yeah. You got it. That was good. That was really good. Oh.
Nothing in the pool there. Looking for that Galaxy DDT. Slipping around. Shoulders down. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. Oh, slipping through.
Big tag.
The tag into Leo Dreams. Oh. Licking shots right now is a Leo Dreams. Big forearm shivers. Oh, planning both Marco and Elijah is Dreams. They're beside themselves. Oh, double drop kick.
Leo's one of the hardest hitters in this roster. Every time I get hit by them, I swear it feels like I'm getting hit by a truck.
Roll through. Oh, my goodness. Down on the top of his head is Elijah Love. 2 count. And this is why Psychedelic Dreams are 2-time 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions. They're always busting out something you haven't seen before.
They are, and that makes them hard to scout.
Oh. Uh-oh. Good night, Queen, says Aleo, planted down. But wait a second here. It's Narciso. They didn't clear the deck of Marco, and I think that cost them, at least in the intermediate time, a victory. Got to have eyes in the back of your head when you're in there with Narciso.
Sure do. It's never going to be an easy win when Marco's in the ring.
What a match this has been. And as you're scouting these four, is there anything you picked up that you may have learned, Dev?
I'm learning a lot just by looking at them. Watching them, they're here to fight. I know it's not going to be an easy match next Friday, regardless of who wins.
Exchanging forearm shivers. These 4 individuals. You're going to look at a technical knockout here. This whole show, this whole event has been fire tonight. Oh!
Hella fire.
That leaves Aleo Dreams and Elijah Love in there. Oh, trying for the dream catcher, but Dreams is caught and driven down.
Really well scouted from Elijah Love. Aleo can hit that from anywhere.
Oh! Ducking underneath. Jockeying for position. German suplex. But Marco slithering back in. Planning the Psychedelic Prince.
I've taken one of those. It is not fun.
That acrobatics. Face first goes Narciso down. Creating some space, though, is Narciso between Dreams. That's going to leave the Playboy in there by himself.
Double super.
Uh-oh.
I've been in the middle of one of these before.
Oh, Narciso felt that countdown, taken out of Leo Dreams. Meanwhile, Elijah Love back to his feet on the inside. And wait just a damn second.
There's Centurion with that hairspray.
Centurion's on the apron with the hairspray. Wait a second, though. Here comes Blizzy. He's seen this thing too many damn times where Centurion Hall uses that hairspray for an advantage for the Playboy. But wait a second, shoulders down in the ring. 2. That's it. That's it.
All right. Hey, Blizzy. So, Toddy, does that mean what I think it means?
Well, it is now officially official. 880 Wrestling, May 22nd, crashing out. Psychedelic Dreams will defend the 880 Tag Team Championship against Department of Jobs. And Dev, it was a pleasure having you. Anytime, buddy.
Absolutely.
You're great.
Thank you, Toddy. This is awesome. I'm gonna go try to talk to him.
Uh-oh. Still look now. Right out in front of us. More on that next week. Blizzy Blake returning the lick from earlier this evening. And welcoming back to commentary position the professional Paul Michaels for our main event.
Glad to be back, and I've been looking forward to this one all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is your Spring Awakening Uncensored main event of the evening! It is a singles match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the 880 Wrestling Championship!
Independent Wrestling's freest agent of all time, Effy returns to Pittsburgh.
Can't have a conversation about independent wrestling in this decade without talking about Effy. And Effy back here in 880 Wrestling with gold on his mind.
And Effy is as free as a bird. And now that he's looking to collect gold everywhere he travels, starting with 880 Wrestling. Comes our reigning and defending champion. St. James has not lost since capturing the 880 championship. In his reign as the 880 champion, he has defended the title against the likes of Christian Star, Big Pound, two-time 880 champion Gianni Michael Amrico, and some guy named John. And it's easy to say, Paul, in 2026 so far, it's been the year of the Party Crasher.
A tremendous fighting champion has been Satan's favorite Saint. And again, Effy might be the biggest name on this list thus far as far as people that Brandon St. James has mixed it up with since capturing the 880 championship back at Painted Black 2.
I would like to add, at the request of the challenger Effy, this match will be no disqualification.
Well, if you're Effy, you can make that happen.
Can he do that? I don't think you're going to have to convince Brandon St. James about a no disqualification match, though.
Your referee for this contest, Scotty Davidson. Introducing first, to my left, the challenger, making his return to 880 Wrestling. This is Effy! And his opponent, to my right, fighting out of New Jersey by way of the south side of Pittsburgh. He is one half of the hybrid tag team champions and the current reigning and defending 880 Wrestling champion. This is the gold phenomenon, Satan's favorite Saint, Brandon St.
Could hear Effy said one at a time, and what he means by that is capturing the championships of independent wrestling. City by city, state by state, day by day. And let us not forget, this isn't the first time that these two have met one-on-one at 880 Wrestling. It was the summer of 24 at No Ring, No Rules 4. Brandon St. James went one-on-one with a man with his backside out right now, Effy. Well, we did say no disqualification. That's...
Yeah, there are certainly fewer rules than we expected here.
Nope. Just a little shot for those in the front row. That's why you got to come to 880 Wrestling. You never know what you'll see. Looks like a collar and elbow tie up into the corner.
Just little mind games of his own there by the champion.
I was going to say a little gyration. Oh! I think Effy is only more motivated to take that gold away from BSJ. You know, there's some similarities between Effy and Brandon St. James. Both Effy and BSJ remain wild birds with their wings unclipped. Soaking up that shoulder tackle attempt. Round and round and go. Big shoulder tackle by Brandon St. James.
St. James certainly getting the better of that exchange.
Been over. Big leapfrog. Ooh. That's actually a dominant position of Effy's. Oh. Old schoolboy roll up. Just a 1 count. Of course, Effy was the first individual to bring the GCW championship to Pittsburgh. And the first ever GCW title match in the city of Pittsburgh was here at 880 Wrestling, where Effy defeated the king of Pittsburgh, MV Young. And MV Young is the mentor of BSJ. So maybe Brandon St. James not only has to defend his title, but he has to get his lick back for his coach.
And that's the last time we saw Effy in singles competition here in 880 Wrestling. And then, of course, back at Thanksgiving Bash was part of a tag team contest, teaming with the Business Billy Dixon against Leaders by Example.
A little tit for tat. And as Effy says, you want to play games. I mean, with Brandon St. James and Effy, the outlaw lifestyle that allowed Effy's success is not unfamiliar to BSJ. Locking eyes. Up, roll through. And that's it. Uh-oh, small package. Oh, out of position is the referee. Just a 2 count. Yeah, that outlaw lifestyle that allowed Effy's success is not unfamiliar to BSJ because he himself has worked through the gutter to become a phenomenon here in Pittsburgh. If you want to talk about gritty, you want to talk about dirty, these are the 2 best in the game. Snapmare takeover. Oh, big punt to the back.
I mentioned that no-ring matchup back in 2024 between these two. But I would make the argument that Brandon St. James in particular has grown so much since that matchup.
Yeah, I mean, he was once the hardcore champion, and now he's collecting championships for multiple countries. Oh, on his horse is Effy. Oh, big boot to the face. With a back bend celebration. That tree trunk of a leg pressing against the neck of Brandon St. James. Uh-oh. From post to post into the buckle. Oh, up and over. Oh! Fully sprawled out. We've got a tarantula caught in a web.
And of course, with no disqualification, there is no 5 count on that match. Effy was able to hold that as long as he wanted.
Big Efferuni there. Oh! All that weight into BSJ. Cover. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. What do you make of this, Paul? What do you make of our gutter phenomenon in there defending that championship against Effy?
Again, Brandon has been such a fighting champion for us here in 880 Wrestling. Sometimes he's been more dominant in champion. Sometimes he's kind of had to fight from underneath, but he's certainly holding his own there against the former GCW World Champion.
I mean, I'm sure Effy has noticed the growth of BSJ. I mean, look no further than Painted Black 2, as you mentioned before. From the top of the warehouse down through Nick's Wild's body. BSJ capture the 880 championship, and Nick Swell has never been the same since. Up and over. Oh! Planted, shoulders down. 2! Oh, just a 2 count, says Lefty.
Bit of a split crowd tonight here at the Warehouse for this matchup. You know, the Warehouse very much Brandon St. James' house, but again, you just see the national and international appeal of someone like Effy. Well-traveled, a household name if you follow independent wrestling. And certainly getting his flowers here at the Warehouse in his own right.
Oh, big death crush lariat. But I say this in respect to one. Wait, cover. 2, I say this to respect of Brandon St. James to have that split crowd. I mean, Effy's an icon. Some say he's a gay myth actualized. And to have half the crowd on your side in a one-on-one competition against Effy, that's big.
Fair point, but in any event, this main event is not a popularity contest. It is one fall to a finish for the 880 championship, and Brandon St. James might be looking to finish it off right here.
Oh, BSJ looking for a stage dive, taking a little bit too much time. Fireman's carry position for the challenger. Up and around, but keeping it locked in, almost like a guillotine choke. Wrenching it back.
Can't have any wasted motion when you're in the presence of someone the caliber of Effy.
But his foot's on the rope. Lefty, his foot's on the rope.
But, I mean, no disqualification can't truly enforce the rope break. He couldn't win the match due to Brandon technically being out of the ring, but...
Well, I don't think Effy wanted to win the match with that. I think he just wanted to inflict some punishment. I mean, but as you say, no DQ. Foot on the rope means nothing.
No 5 count.
Oh. Raking those long nails of Effy across the back of BSJ. Oh. Using his chin bone in the center of the back of Brandon.
Might have been a little teeth on that one, too.
Here's my hard opinion. A little teeth, never too bad. Oh, what a stomp! The champ is at 2 and no! 2 count. This one is going to continue.
Might have been pure instinct on the part of Brandon St. James there to get that shoulder up, but as you said, this one continues.
Well talked about the lessons that MV Young bestowed upon Brandon St. James, but Effy bestowing another lesson to the champion tonight, looking for that sack rider. Duck under. Oh, big back elbow. Forearm shiver. Oh, fastball. Planted straight down. And let's not forget his brother in the 4th line, Casey Warr, victorious over Wade Allen a little bit before. That 4th line, locker room, clubhouse. Imagine the 2 of them winning tonight. It'll be a beer bash.
St. James taking control back of this one, though. Effy reverses the Irish whip.
Round and round we go. I mean, this matchup is truly the dichotomy of independent wrestling. Oh, breaking that. Oh, a little half and half. Plant him on his head. And we've seen Brandon St. James pile drive Effy through a whole lot of doors. He knows what a calculated risk looks like. Cover! Oh, 2 count.
Crowd showing respect to both competitors and showing appreciation for this awesome main event.
Yeah, not only is the gold on the line, but BSJ's undefeated streak since capturing that championship is 2. Oh, big Hurricane Rana! Oh! Death Valley driver, cover! 2 each! So close. Both of these two individuals crumpled in a heap there. I mean, Brandon St. James, yes, he is our 880 champion. But not just tonight, but this is twice that he's gone toe-to-toe with Effy and not only hung in there, but been dominant a lot of this contest.
Certainly momentum on his side right now, maybe looking to put this one away and preserve that championship reign.
Oh, on his horse, big spear. Effy looking like he was shot out of a cannon. Gut wrench, power bomb, stacked up. Shoulders up. Oh, but ever wily is Brandon St. James. Effy could not plant his shoulders down and may have cost him here.
You have to wonder if he was able to get those shoulders down sooner, if it might have resulted in that 3 count, but you can start to feel Effy here might be on the cusp of adding his name to the short list of 880 champions.
An Independent Wrestling's free agent trying to capture the first championship since he's been unchained. Big pop-up power bomb. Oh, pile driver. Cover. And 3, and that's it, baby. Versus Outlaw in 880 Wrestling, and the gutter phenomenon prevailed again. And what a night it has been for 880 Wrestling's Thursday night fights. What a match that was, Paul.
Once again, Effy brought his absolute best back here to Pittsburgh, but it was Satan's favorite saint, Brandon St. James, on top, retaining that 880 championship.
Wait, who's that? Who is that?
Hold on.
Wait a second. Zakiya Mercer. Zakiya Mercer, the queer-coded villain, the #1 contender for the 880 title, making her presence known, and she's going to eat a sack rider for good measure. R.I.P. to the QVC. And once again, Independent Wrestling's freest agent of all time gets a kiss from the gutter phenomenon. From the professional Paul Michaels. What a night it's been, buddy.
What a night. Brandon St. James, great main event. We'll have that date with Zakiya Mercer next Friday at Crashing Out.
Thank you so much for being a part of our family at Thursday Night Fights. I'm Toddy Tondera. Get roached.